Hello, colleagues. Well, if you're like me, you got this email shortly before grades were turned in from Joe Cord, reminding us that course level student learning outcomes assessments were due. And perhaps, if you're like me, you panicked a little bit. We are now in a new phase of assessment where we are going to assess all or nearly all of our courses every semester. And I know that sounds really intimidating, but it does not need to be. And so I'm making this video so that I can walk you through the process. It only takes a few minutes per course, and you can use the same assessment materials that you use to assign your students grades, such as their final papers, final exams, or final projects. Let's close out the email and let's go to Canvas. Here I am in Canvas in my dashboard. Just log into Canvas like you normally would and click on the dashboard, and there is a link right there that can take you right to the assessment. It's got this picture of ESU with Wooster Lake here. It's probably at the end of your links after the courses you taught this semester. There's some additional courses that aren't really courses, but they're Canvas shells for various activities like this one. And we're just going to click on the course level student outcomes. You all have it in your Canvas dashboard. Look for it, you'll find it. And here's a little note from Joe Cord. And I'm going to cover a lot of this here in this short video, so we're going to skip the text here and go to the link, Course Level Student Learning's Outcomes Assessment Reporting. Click that, and here we go. How do we assess a class? Well, what I'm going to go ahead and do is assess one of my own classes in real time, just to show you how easy and straightforward it is. So, first of all, we're going to select my name from the drop-down list. Obviously, you're in here. Everybody's already preloaded in here. You shouldn't need to type in your name. Let's see here. There I am. Click Next. And current year, it's 2018. Current term. We have just finished up the spring term. And then finally, school and college. We are in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences right there. Next. All right. Our department, of course, is the mighty Department of Social Sciences, so we'll click that. And Next. Now, which course are we reporting for? All of our courses should be in there. If not, let me know or let Joe Cord know, or both of us. I am going to go ahead and report for the political philosophy course I taught this semester, and that should be PO 406, Modern Political Theory. And what is the degree program that class supports? Well, of course, it is for our majors, although other students are welcome to take it. But the program I'm going to map it to is the Political Science, BS, and BA. And so now we click Next. Is this a general education course? All right. In the case of PO 406, the answer to that question is no. However, I am going to go ahead and click Yes, and then I'll back out of this because I want to show you something. Yes. Let's say it is. Now, which courses should you click Yes for? The general education courses in our department are as follows. If you teach any of these: History 101, History 102, History 111, History 112, History 302, Philosophy 225, Introduction to Philosophy, Philosophy 301, Ethics, Philosophy 325, Social and Political Philosophy, PO 100, Introduction to Government, PO 121, American National Government, PO 322, State and Local, GE 101, World Regional Geography, GE 454, Cultural Geography, and PO 330, International Relations. Those are the general education courses that we teach in this department. Now, Which goals should we map them to? Well, the easiest way to do it is to follow the university's general education curriculum. So listen carefully. If you teach any of the following classes, HI 101, 102, 111, 112, or 302, PI 225, PI 301, PI 325, PO 100, PO 121, or PO 122, then in the university catalog, the courses that I just named, basically all of the general education courses in our department except geography and international relations. Anything except geography and international relations are mapped to the third one here, knowledge of concepts and principles in a wide range of academic disciplines. If you teach GE 101 or 454 or International Relations PO 330, those classes are mapped to knowledge and skills, knowledge of the similarities and differences among the world's cultures. This one. So uncheck that and check that. Knowledge of similarities and differences among the world's cultures for geography courses and PO 330 international relations. All of our other general education courses are mapped to knowledge of concepts and principles in a wide range of disciplines. Now, that's all you have to do to add general education assessment to what you're doing. So, since PO 406 is not a gen ed class, I'm going to click back. Change that to no. If you are not teaching any of the courses I've been naming, then it is not a general education class. So click no. Click yes for the courses I named. Next, we're going to pick the delivery method, and you can read over this list. It's pretty self-explanatory. Chances are you're either going to be face-to-face, online, or blended, or maybe concurrent delivery. But this particular one I taught was face-to-face. How many students were enrolled in the class? I had 18 students in that class. Next, question 11, assessing the overall performance. How am I going to do that? On this question 11, the easiest way to put the number of students who exceeded, met, or did not meet expectations is simply to go back to your grade book in Canvas or on paper, however you keep your students' grades, that's up to you. But for exceeded expectations, just put all of the students who earned A's or B's. Look right here. It said earned at least 80% of total points. That is typically the cutoff for a B-. So anything B- or higher. Anything at the C level goes into met expectations, and anything at D or F goes into expectations not met. I had a lot of students earn A's or B's in my class. Lest you accuse me of grade inflation, a lot of those were B range grades. They weren't all A's, but I had a few earning A's. But this is A's and B's together, so of my students, 17 of them exceeded expectations, B- or higher. I actually did not have any C students in this particular class, but I did have one F. And so that is one student in expectations not met. That's the D's and F's. So A and B students in the top box, C students in the middle, D and F. That's all you've got to do. Now, question 12. This is kind of the action piece. And see, it's not that intimidating. It's just a little text box. In this text box, please respond to the following two questions. First of all, what did you use to measure student learning? Now watch as I type it in. And there you go. You can read for yourself what I typed in real time. Essentially, I just gave a little summary of what I did, and the results, with my students being very good at summarizing the readings but struggling a little bit more at making their own original arguments. They are asking for data to support the findings, so I will simply make a note. And there we go. As you can see, it's a narrative. I'm not putting in any spreadsheets. I'm not putting any data analysis in there. There are no standard deviations. There's no margin of error. It's just a little narrative about how I measured student performance and assigned their grades and the results. As a result of my assessments during the course, did I make any changes? I did. So as a result of student work on their exams early in the semester in this class, I realized that while I wanted to have an all discussion class, occasionally I did need to do some lectures. And question 14, believe it or not, we're almost done. Are you planning to improve student learning in the next time you teach the course? Yes. Have I previously assessed this course and made improvements? No. And I don't need additional follow-up reflection. Next, look at that. Thanks. We are done. See, it's simpler than you think. So please just go ahead and do your assessments and help the university keep its accreditation solid.